Hey guys, Noah Best Drummer here. So, yes, it's been at least 84 years since the last episode of Contempt of Court, but I'm here. So today we're going to be playing it. So, we need to go to Detective Snow, I believe. Looks like Detective Snow isn't hanging around the bar anymore. Well, isn't that just annoying? Where'd he go? Maybe he went to the second floor. Maybe. Perhaps. The victim's door is ajar. Could that be where Snow is? Maplethorpe Hotel, room 206. Oh my god. What's Snow doing in here, aside from grumbling as usual? Ahem, Detective Snow? What? Oh, it's only you. Only me? Yeah, I thought you'd be Brisbane or something. I'm stressed enough, what with working all night with hardly a wink of sleep. I don't need that cycloptic crank yelling in my ears every 5 seconds, too. Not getting along with your new investigative partner, I take it? Oh no, we're getting on like a house on fire. Well, more like the homeowner and the arsonist. I see. Detective, I've just given Brisbane my statement. Oh, eh? And now you want to go look at the crime scene, right? Can I? Well, I've had it up to here with Brisbane at the moment. Why not? I trust you after all. You do? Yeah. If you were the killer, you would have found out and, well, you wouldn't still be here. You'd be fucking 6 feet under, mate. Please don't make that sound so sinister, Detective. What do you know so far about the crime? The victim's quite the enigma. His name's Stan Niff. He checked into the hotel yesterday afternoon. Yesterday afternoon? That can't have been too long before I checked in. There's no record of his profession except the businessman found on the guest register. What about the crime scene? You said earlier that all of the evidence pointed to Miss Rubin. Well, have a look around for yourself and see if you believe me then. Gotcha. The bed. Wow, look at the size of that huge 4-poster bed. Wonder how much a room like this costs. The tape forms the outline of the victim's body. There's a lot of blood around the head area, too. Huge windows through which the morning light is practically pouring into the room. The only openable part appears to be a small section near the top, leaving no escape for the killer. They must have stayed in this room. A small round table near the window. There's something on it too. I'll have a closer look. There's blood. Is that blood on the tray handle? Yeah, I saw that too. It's still under analysis. Was it the victim's? I just said it's still under analysis. I don't know yet. Could the blood have been splattered by the force of the bullet? It's a cold cup of coffee. Looks like it hasn't even been touched. I've just had a thought. Did Maris deliver this coffee as a part of room service last night? I know what you're thinking, mate. Yes, the victim ordered coffee last night. Before the murder by any chance? That's what we're concluding. How else could the maid have been in this room at the time? And the fingerprints were found on the cup. She was in the room at the time of the murder, delivering a cup of coffee. Why wasn't it touched? Nothing else. Okay. And that must be the murder weapon. Whoa, slow down, Sherlock. Don't you be touching anything. But look at this. Something about it strike you as odd, mate? Yeah, the gun looks as if it was fully loaded. It was fired once. I think this is undoubtedly the murder weapon. I imagine so. The tape forms the outline of the victim's body. There's a lot of blood around the head area, too. You don't want to look closer, Phoenix? Okay. A leather briefcase, obviously the victim's. That's funny, now that I think about it. I can't see any other luggage bags in the room. Detective Snow, did the victim have any more luggage apart from this bag? Not that we know of, no. Was there anything inside the bag? See for yourself, mate. Now inside this bag is absolutely nothing? Huh? You seen it too, then? That bag was the victim's only luggage. There's nothing else of his in this room. Not even clothes? Not even clothes, mate. I don't get it. Why would the victim have brought an empty briefcase? Wow, look at the... Yeah, I already know. I'm aware. I'm aware, Phoenix. I've already looked at that. Yeah. Yeah, so just blood. Okay. What if I present this guy? Do you know anything about this, Detective Snow? That, of course, I know all about that. Never mind, I get the message. Oh, am I that predictable? Yes, you are. What about the briefcase? You know, nope, you do not care. Got it. Gun? Really? The cup of coffee? Nope. Really? What about this? Is there nothing else I can present? Brisbane. Nope. This guy. This guy. This girl. I've run out of things to do. Okay, so you know what? I'm gonna check the guide because I have no idea what the hell is going on. Okay, so apparently there's something behind the bed that I didn't see. Hey, there's something on the floor behind the bed. It's a coat stand. A coat stand? We think it fell over at the time of the murder. A falling coat stand. Was there anything on it? See for yourself. Oh, apparently not then. You all done here, mate? I think so. Well, if you ask me, I think this is an open and shut case. I'm almost inclined to agree with you, but I need to speak with the suspect. I need to hear what she has to say. You gonna be her defense attorney then? As I said, that depends on her story. Alright, mate, you're excused. You can go down to the detention center. Oh, and you're not allowed in here again. You've had your investigation. Now clear off. It's about time I went to visit Maris at the detention center. Can't believe I missed that. I'm honestly pretty blind. That's not even the game's fault. That is literally just my fault. Now that I think about it, I haven't seen the outside of the hotel properly yet. It certainly does look magnificent, and looking around, we really do appear to be in the middle of nowhere. Well, it's a long way to the detention center. Probably should have examined first, but I can do that later. Can I help you, sir? Yes, I'm here to see Maris Rubin. Ah, the young woman the chief found unconscious at the steps of the station? I'll send her in, but she's still badly shaken. She did look like she was about to pass out last night. Mr. Wright. Oh, hello, Miss Rubin. How are you feeling? Not too good, to be honest with... I'm feeling good, thank you. You don't have to put on a brave face for me. Did you come all the way from the hotel to be here? Yes, I came to ask you about what happened last night. Do they think I did it? What? They all think I killed Mr. Niff, don't they? I'm not gonna say she's guilty. Of course they don't think you're guilty. They don't? I think the guests are just as suspicious of that detective as you are. That detective? That's one of many burning questions on my mind right now. What happened last night? I heard a gunshot and a scream. What is it? What do you want to say? Sorry that I woke you. She's accused of murder and she's ashamed about having woken everybody up? I honestly don't remember what happened last night. Most of it's a blur. All I remember is that detective. Do you remember what happened after he took you away? I remember being in a car. He was driving, asking me question after question. I just couldn't answer. It was like being in a dream where I couldn't do anything. Sleep paralysis hits different. And then I guess I must have passed out from the shock. Next thing I know, I woke up here surrounded by police officers. So Grayson did deliver her to the station. And last night, are you sure you can't remember anything? Well, the ghost. You were muttering something about the ghost last night. It was ghost. Please, it wasn't me. Ghost did it. Honestly, I saw it. Okay, calm down. What did this ghost look like? Well, Cedric always described it to me as a man in a long black coat and with a hat. I saw his silhouette by the window. She seems adamant about seeing this ghost. Could this be hinting towards another presence in the room? I'm sorry, Mr. Wright, but the rest is all just a blur. But if my memory comes back, I'll tell you all I know, I promise. Are you and Mr. Mapplethorpe the only staff at the hotel? No, we have a bellboy too. A bellboy? Why didn't I see him yesterday? He was in his room all evening. Poor man wasn't feeling well. Besides, he's quite new. He's only been here for about 2 weeks. I see. So it's just you three working? Or are there usually many guests? He's usually only around 6 at any one time. Not too difficult for me and Cedric to handle. Except for in the summer. Then we get that little rise in numbers. Then you have a lot more to do? I've got more things to do than 10 men. It's a wonder I keep up. Wow, that was surprisingly out of character. And as for hiring, Cedric never wants to. He prefers people he trusts. Are you close to him? I'm a friend of the family, but now Cedric's the last remaining Mapplethorpe. Oh, I see. That's kind of sad. I'm the only friend he has now. He's very mistrustful of others. A misanthropic hotel owner works for me. Getting back to the issue of last night. Yes, what can I help you with? I just remembered something odd. You were wearing a pair of black gloves. Ah. What, did you remember something? Yeah, no, I didn't. I think she's hiding something about those gloves. Miss Rubin, are you sure you're not hiding something from me? Sure as can be. I'm not. Is it about those gloves you were wearing last night? Okay, alright. How many? 2. Okay, that's not bad. I knew it. What do I have in court record? I have the bag. I have the revolver. The autopsy report. You know what? I might as well try it, right? Take that! Miss Rubin, there must have been a reason. There must have been a reason you were wearing those gloves. What are you trying to hide? Nothing. I need to think about what I found in the victim's room today. I'm trying to relate it to what Miss Rubin was doing in there last night. You may not know this, but I've had a look at the crime scene today. You did? Now let's assume that you entered the victim's room while wearing those gloves. Would this be the reason you were wearing them? To deliver him some coffee. This cup of coffee, you delivered it to the victim's room last night, didn't you? I did. What about it? I think this is related to your glove somehow. Oh? Well, if you must know, well, this is kind of embarrassing to say, but I didn't want to burn myself on the hot coffee. Really? Because something sounds strange. Didn't you bring the coffee in on a tray? Ah. What are you suggesting? That you must have worn the gloves to handle the coffee for a different reason. Hey, don't go jumping to conclusions or anything like that. Maybe it was because of... I wouldn't say allergies, probably service. Your service. My service? You came across to me as the eager-to-please type who likes to deliver perfect service. Hence your exasperation at your mistakes and slip-ups. That's true, sir. I've always been sensitive about mistakes. Maybe the reason you wore those gloves was because there was something imperfect that you had to hide. Ah. And now, why did you wear those gloves? I didn't have a reason. Or I might have, I just can't remember. I think I can remember for you. You what? Just please don't. Nurse felt she needed to wear the gloves to hide something imperfect about herself. Miss Rubin, I think I have it. This is the reason you wore those gloves. Now I don't know. Well, it bears her fingerprints. That's the weird part. I don't understand why her fingerprints are on it. The victim's briefcase is empty. I feel like it could be the coffee. But the briefcase is empty. Did she, like, steal it? I don't think I have enough. But I'm going to try the cup of coffee anyways. What do you think? About that? It shows what you were trying to hide, doesn't it? I've told you before, Mr. Wright, I'm not trying to hide anything. Wrong answer, I guess. That does so much damage. Maris felt she needed to hide the imperfect about herself. Mr. Wright, I think I have it. This is the reason. Nope, I'm not ready. I don't think I have enough evidence yet. I should investigate and gather some more clues before I try again. I don't think I'm ready yet. The Maplethorpe Hotel. Maplethorpe Hotel. The Maplethorpe Hotel. And the Maplethorpe Hotel. Okay. Huh? That's funny. The elevator stopped working. There has to be some stairs around here somewhere. Oh, it's really cold in here. These stairs look pretty grim. Looks like part of the house that hasn't been renovated yet. There's blood right there. Something about that handrail looks strange. It forms a weird shape at the end. Wait a minute. This part of the rail has been broken. It's a wonder I haven't cut my hand on it. Huh? Is that blood on the rail? Looks like somebody must have cut their hand on the broken part of the rail. I hope. I'll make a note of it just in case. A grill through which cold air is blowing. The flight of stairs leading to the first floor. I'm assuming there's another flight to the second, too. Is that it? I think that's it. Okay. I said bait it. Okay, I'm going. Bro, he just kicked me out? No. Let me try again. Okay, alright. I guess he doesn't want me there. Oh, that's right. The elevator isn't working. I'll have to take the stairs for now. It made me go to the stairs again? Why? Something about that handrail. Oh, she cut her hand. Okay. She cut her hand and she wanted to hide that she cut her hand. That does make sense. That's also why there was... Wait. But if she cut her hand, then why would there be blood on the tray if she was wearing gloves? And why would her fingerprints be on the cup if she was wearing gloves, for that matter? Like... None of this makes any sense, but okay. Time to go back. Take that! I got this time. You cut your hand. Take that! Did you by any chance use the stairs to deliver the victim's coffee? Huh? What makes you think I used the stairs? The handrail of the stairs is broken, and there's a spot of blood, too. What? You must have cut your hand on the broken rail. But you didn't want Mr. Niff to see your bleeding cut, as you thought it would have been bad for your reputation as a maid. So you wore the gloves to hide your bleeding cut. No! Ow, that looks painful. Jeez. And I got my health back, thank God. Please don't tell Cedric, I can't bear the shame. About that cut? I don't think he'll be mad at you for that. For a close friend, you sure don't make him sound very understanding. No, it's not Cedric, it's just me. Since I started working as a maid, I've made a lot of mistakes and slip-ups. The guests were so critical and nitpicky, it just made me feel so useless. So since then, I've been trying to deliver perfect service. Obsessing over every little slip of the tongue and accident so they never happen again. And now this. I took the stairs to deliver his coffee because the elevator wasn't working. But I cut myself on the broken handrail. I couldn't bear the thought of yet more criticism, so I pulled on a pair of gloves. It was all going so well. I entered his room and placed the tray on the table. But then... And that's all I can remember right now. If anything else comes back to me, I'll tell you right away. Do you have a lawyer yet, Miss Rubin? A lawyer? Why, Mr. Wright, are you offering? Huh? Offering? I take it you don't have one then? I don't know, and, well, you're a guest, so I'm assuming you have a better understanding of the situation than the others. And because I'm a guest, I feel like I'm more a part of this crime. Very well, Miss Rubin, I'll be your defense attorney. Excellent. Thank you. There's just something I have to ask you first. Are you sure you didn't kill the victim? To be honest, I don't know. I can't remember what happened between me serving the coffee and being arrested. Except for seeing the ghost, that is. But I'm sure it's just temporary. It'll come back to me eventually. I hope so, because I don't have much to work with right now. Say, did you tell me earlier that you took the stairs because the elevator wasn't working? I did, yes. Why? Has it happened again? Yeah, I pressed the call button, but nothing happens. The elevator seems to have been breaking down more often these past few days. Really? That's interesting. Well, I'll be heading back to the hotel now. Oh, okay then. See you tomorrow? Of course. Okay. Something new's happening. Hi, mate. Where did you just come from? The detention center. Have you forgotten already? Are you having dementia, Detective Snow? You gonna be a defense attorney then? What, no witty remark? Yeah, why? Oh, nothing, but Brisbane will be pleased. Oh? Yeah, yes, oh. Anywho, investigations are done for today, so we'll be taking our leave. Already? Yeah, well, there's nothing else to examine. We've pretty much seen it all. I wonder. Except for that elevator. That thing's as bumpy as you wouldn't believe. The elevator? Is it working again? Yeah? You thought I'd risk my life on the stairs? Anyway, I'm gonna have to scoot. See you tomorrow then, he's already gone. Detective Snow seems quite glum today. Elevator. Detective Snow was right. The elevator works again. Something strange about this elevator. Detective Snow's finished the investigation for today, so unsurprisingly, this door is locked. Let me go back to my room. Oh, there's actually something I have to do here? Okay. Is there anything more relaxing? I thought that was a scream. Is there anything more relaxing than collapsing onto a soft bed? Just what I need. Now, who could that be? Hello, who is it? It's Detective Terry Grayson. Open the door. Huh? Him? Oh, hello. Long time no see, boss. You? What do you want? Now, look here, I ain't got the time to bump gums right now, so I'll get straight to the point. I heard that you had a little chat with the dame at the can today. Care to tell me what you know about the crime? Dame? Can? Who, when, and where does this guy think he is? Hold on. How do you know I went to the detention center today? You're a lawyer. It's only natural to assume what you were doing. No, I mean, were you spying on me? Listen here, I arrested her. I brought her in. I deserve some answers. Tell me something first. Who are you and why are you getting involved in this? There's two things. Well, what do I look like to you? I'm a detective. You know, casing a joint, bad coffee, and all that jazz. Yeah, he'd have passed for a detective 70 years ago. Nowadays, he seems so blatant, he must be a fake. Sorry, boss. Damn the brakes. You tell me what I need to know, and I do vice versa. Forget that. You arrested the defendant. Didn't you learn anything about the crime? I'm sure she probably told you she blacked out in the car. I didn't get a peep out of her on the whole trip. For the first half hour, I didn't even realize I was talking to myself. Well, why should I tell you anything? You're not the lead detective on the case. Oh, well, I get it. You're planning to turn me up to the clubhouse, huh? Clubhouse? If you mean the police station, I think Prosecutor Brisbane is already down there asking about you. Not gonna speak then, huh? I'll just have to find out what went down last night another way. Bye for now, sister. Grayson seems to be trying to solve the crime for himself. Does he really think that his over-the-top detective act will fool anyone? Well, with any luck, Brisbane would have reported him to the station by now. Investigations for today have been brought to a close, meaning there's nothing else for me to do for tomorrow's trial. Thanks to my talk with Maris and my investigation of the crime scene, I think I have a better understanding of the crime now. Let's see what I can remember. It was approximately 1 a.m. when the gunshot and the scream rang out from the victim's room. Once I got there, I found the victim's body and the maid, Maris Rubin, standing there. What was so suspicious about her? The gloves. Ah, that's right. She was wearing a pair of black gloves. She told me today that she wore them for a reason. What was it again? Cut her hand. Ah, that's right. The victim ordered coffee, and Maris used the stairs because the elevator wasn't working. And then she cut her hand on a broken section of the handrail. Because she's very self-conscious about her mistakes, she didn't want the victim to see her cut. So she put on the gloves and continued on her way to room 206. But due to a slight amnesia from the shock, Maris barely remembers what happened between entering the victim's room and Terry Grayson arresting her. Speaking of Grayson, there was something about him that I didn't like, something which made me mistrustful of him. What was it? Fake police badge. Ah, that's right. Hold on. Detective Terry Grayson. He showed me his police badge for a second or two, but I noticed that it was made of plastic, as if he bought it from a toy store. And then Mr. Maplethorpe told us to return our rooms while the police worked overnight. I can't begin to imagine what happened in that room last night. Only time will tell. And tomorrow, in court, I will uncover whatever I can. To be continued, that's a good place to stop it. So, next time, we're going to be getting into court, we're going to be getting into court next time, and then we're going to be defending Maris Rubin, and apparently proving that a ghost exists. Yeah, that's about it.